and I pushed the wrong button. I went, that's all right. I'll talk for a little bit. Couple things going on. Rebel, I've been watching you, and you've been really preaching on your channel a lot lately, and that's your God-given right there, buddy. But you're like chanting at everybody else what you either have done or are still doing that you're mad about. One such example is your revenge friending people, that have like burned you really badly, you know, prior in some pretty heinous ways. I mean, as far as, set us, them trying to set you up or make you be the fall guy, and then you ran back for more. Hey, one stop. What's happening there, buddy? Been a while. Um, that's cool. Yeah, thanks for coming in and saying hi. Hope you're doing well. But I mean, like when I was your friend, or Queen Wasp was your friend, or Nemesis was your friend, and all of that. I mean, I've had issues with a lot of people out here. And, now that I got my other channel back after half a year, I, went back and I watched some of those old videos. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you, Gitsy. Hope you're having a good day today. See, the shit show is going to be going live. I'm sure it's because he ended his. It's a never-ending saga out here, isn't it? Yeah, boy, it sure is. But you can't exactly sit there. Yes, I am live. Toyotas and Tools. Queef Control. Lisa B. One Stop Fab Shop. But, I'm like, dude, used to sit there and I would spurg out for hours on end, or I would just carry on about the same stuff. And I found myself becoming a broken record also. And what did it get me in the end? What did it ultimately achieve? Absolutely nothing. So just waste of my time, waste of everybody's time. Don't get me wrong; it was fun along the way. Just like in Discord, where a lot of these people are like hanging out, hiding. I'm fine, John Henzo. Saw you in Rebel's chat a little bit ago. He has like me, like literally, what do you call it? It's like the hard block. There's 17 people in here. This is kind of an in between show. How you doing, Brandon? 2000, 2K, good year, the millennium. But I'm going like really. You had some good friends. You really did. You absolutely did have good friends, and then you burned them. Then you doxed them. Yeah, you did do that. Um, Now, you're a hot ticket item. What I've learned from you, however, is a little bit different than I. You know what that is? Here's what that is. You start getting livid when you're not the center of attention, of course. And when people are not talking about you, giving you negative attention, then you kick and you shout and you pout. This is what you do. So either you want this sort of unwanted attention or you don't. Which is it, buddy? So 23 people in here watching me. Is anybody in the Ladybug Discord server having some fun in there lately? I mean, you look at these guys; they're all stuck on freaking repeat. How you doing, Beth Meadows? They are literally on repeat. I was watching the Urban Disciples a little bit ago. He blocked me off his channel the other day. Not the first time; won't be the last. But I'm like, okay. So, dude, how can you guys be the strong ones out here? Only the strongest survive by papping people in the chats and blocking them off your channels. Be Jesus. I just checked my block list, and there's nothing but a bunch of sock accounts in there that are blocked. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to unblock them all. Why not? I don't want to have a, I don't want to have a, Guinness World Record or Ripley's Believe It or Not, um, you know, um, like record ban list. That's just not a good thing. I don't think it is. Now, sock accounts are what makes the YouTube world go round, nevertheless. But, at the end of the day, I could sit here for hours and hours and hours. Sort of like I used to. And don't get me wrong. I mean, on those lonely morning walks, getting out there, getting fresh air and you know, getting my cardio workout and all that, going for some power speed walks. It was, you know, a little less lonely, a little more entertaining. Um, and that's kind of an hour, the witching hours, where there hasn't, at least at the time, there wasn't a lot of people going live. Even the shit show was not going live at that time, which it is more now. Of course, they are. And that side of YouTube. Then there's the other side of YouTube, which is I'm seeing a little bit of a merge going on there. That's the Silicon Valley crew with those guys, and the Pred catchers. Some of them mingle in there also. Had been. So we're seeing a little bit of a merge there too. So, as I've talked about before, when you merge drama communities, all the drama from all um, super converge, and then you have all the drama together going on at the same time in the mix, like the Drama Dome used to do, or Polly Crispy, or who the hell ever. So there is no link. This is a mono solo panel. Well, the solo stream, not a panel. This is just YouTube mobile live. I was lazy and I just kicked it and turned it on. So all you see is my little circle avatar. How you doing, Six Bang? What's up? So looking back, what was going on with me on multiple channels. Yes, I was iced out. I absolutely was iced out of multiple channels, and getting iced off of Discord servers, too, along the way. How you doing? Said hi. But just completely taken me out of the equation. I mean, if the whole thing, hey, 420 Moon, what's going on? If we're gonna portray ourselves as hardcore thuggin, um, straight up G, no fear, no pain, no game, drama type people, then we shouldn't let our feelings get in the way. But that's what everybody does. Now, the flip side of that, of course, is naturally, I would say that if you're somebody these guys don't have enough, care of, not for, but just about you, then, hey, Craig, what's going on? Magic wand time, right there, right there. Then they wouldn't be covering you at all. Now, let's talk about somebody that we all come to know and kind of grown on us like a big wart or pimple, and that would be Rick Crude, right? That guy right there. So there was a time where that guy was a shining star in his own way. He even got himself on a Cyrax panel and all these other ones, and he would draw in the people in those communities as well. Music Biz Marty and all the other, here's Ke, all basically trying to replace him. And if she is, the more power to you. But, like they say, Beware what you wish for, you just might get it. I think the Japanese culture says that. Can you blame him? I would agree with that statement. And a wise man once said nothing is also true. But I'm watching guys like Rebel, for example. And, not to just completely home in on him, but if you're going to be the community preacher, if you're going to take that title, that role, then you, my friend, well, once upon a friend anyway, have to practice what you preach. You gotta practice what you preach there, my laddie. Aye, she will. That's what she gotta do. And that's the way she's gotta work. Hey, Willie, what's going on? Team Abe, all the way. Booyah! Woot woot! So, I don't know. That's where I'm going with that one. I'm going to try to do a little panel later on tonight, but I just wanted to kick this thing, talk to you live. And, he's been sort of, foaming at the mouth over there, over everybody else, and showing, this memes and all this stuff. And, it is whatever. I don't totally disagree with him on everything, though. He talks about Callie doesn't do panels and let anyone get on. She has a couple of times, but typically not. I can't really say much to that because I honestly haven't done a lot of panels myself either. But then again, I don't go live spurging out about people that are trolling, the living hell out of me for hours on end and no avail. Yeah, sort of like I used to. So, I don't know. Guess that's kind of where I'm going with that one. People stuck on repeat. Yes, that is a real thing, guys. It is a real thing. Wicked Weenie was just doing it with me on the Ladybug server, and it's like, okay, here's where you really, this is where you really, hit a nail with them, so to speak. When all they have is the same one-liners, the same lame-o one-liners to use on you, then you've got one up on them. For sure. How much do these people know about my personal life, my working life, or my family life? And the answer is nothing. Nothingness. Nada, zilch, zero, the big goose egg. Do not cross go and collect $500. Go straight to jail. Draw one of them orange cards from the community chest. And try again. Rolled snake eyes. King me. So, and that's the way I aims to keep it. Because I don't want anyone knowing about that stuff. You see what happens to these other guys when people it is the cheapest thing you can possibly do is to go at someone's, you try to attack, break down and attack their character by gaslighting them. You go after their significant or insignificant others, their fam life. You try to go after all those people around them rather than, if attacking their friend, trying to pit their friends against you is not going to work, well, then you got to go the other way. Then you got people like Huckleberry out there who kicked her live when she got into Queen Wasp's chat this morning and started talking shit in there to them about grifting for money and whatnot. I can't believe I said and whatnot. Where's Pink Boberto when you need it most? There is. Oh, this is. I can't drop a link. This is just mobile live. I'm gonna try to do a panel later tonight. I still got some errands I got to run here today. That's gonna keep me tied up for a little while, a couple of hours anyway. I do appreciate y'all stopping in, saying hi. I do. But just God, God bless it. Dagnabbit. Fucking A. Okay, so she's on there screaming at people like Brian King, who, sorry for his loss of his brother, I guess, and that's really tragic. But so the guy raised a little bit of money. I definitely contributed to that to take care of, the final arrangements of that. And Here comes you know, Indiana Jones or Robin Hood, Robin Hood's evil twin, that is, wearing red instead of green. But along the way on her original, what was it, the two bitches in a box truck channel, and gonna just gonna like put them all in check as gonna set the record straight on people that are grifting for money and recording them and reporting their PayPal's and Cash Apps and all this other bull BS that is not ever gonna happen. But I guess that was UPK or whoever's going to Brian King 6 years ago or whatever it was. Whatever it was. I mean, come on, that's a cheap shot. But and he did make a good argument or two. I'll give him that. But come on, you're going to sit there and whine. And I did see her chat for a few minutes, and that is true. I almost all but forgot about that had someone not made that comment in her chat. But that is true. She took $500 from Ross Kahn when she was in a vulnerable state of mind. When she was a bit under the weather. I think she was at a casino or some of the time, right? So yeah, you did do that, and then you're gonna scream about what? These guys taking money for some, noble cause or whatever it is. Boy, that sounds like a bit of a hypocrite there. Rebel, I mean, geez, Rebel. Wasn't I like the only one feeding you like $5 here or $10 there or something for a spell after you lost to Nemesis? I'm guessing so. I mean, someone even offered to pay me back all the money I gave to you, which wasn't a whole heck of a lot. I mean, it certainly didn't break either of our banks. But then would you like a lollipop for that, Dave? So it's just like, hey, this is where that Black Rose fits in and stuff. And it's like, look, if you're gonna be the community, cop and keep us all in check, you're here to keep, basically what already is a Mad Max times infinity, from only being a Mad Max 1, 2, or 3, right? Well, good for you. But the problem is you're hanging out with some pretty, shady characters that you'll never call them out for anything they do because, God forbid, they kick you to the curb, bitch, right? Right. And she hung out with that hillbilly spam guy. Yes, she did. And that guy jumped on the hate Abe train. Well, that was quite a long time ago, actually, but starts getting on like Huck's panels and stuff with, hate bonding with her and everybody else. Dumb enough to, sit there and talk mad shit about everybody out here. And then he jumps into a shit show chat and says hi to them and saying, hey, y'all, hit the thumbs up there. Well, of course, a guy like Tonic and Sales or who the fuck ever is going to get in there and start in on him. Basically knock him down to size. I remember when Steph was on a panel and said like one thing to him and he just rage quit the panel. He had no comeback. Nothing to say at all for himself. So geez, what a hard guy you are. His intimidating look. He's got that stupid avatar with those little red eyes. It's like supposed to be it's supposed to be ever so frightening and intimidating. A scary kind of guy. You ain't. But that's what a lot of these small YouTubers do. Hey, I'm a small YouTuber myself. I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm nobody, right? Right. Of course. Yeah. How you doing? Same old, same old. But the thing of it is, like I say, if I will hold, you can hold me to the standard by all means. Hold me to the standard. If I'm going to call you out for something, and then you catch me doing that very something or something just, damn near close to it, by all means, call me out for it. And if I'm in the wrong, I'll own it. How's that? Does that work for you guys? Should. But honestly, a lot of these people that even guys like Rebel don't like. Do you see them in my chat right now? They're spud. I don't think so. I don't think so. They don't get on my channel anymore. They used to for here and there, but no, they completely obviously are boycotting my channel. So that's just what it is. They gonna sleep over it? No, absolutely not. I don't hardly get on this thing. Like, how many panels have you guys seen me on in the last frickin' month or more? Very few. Very, very few. I honestly get burned out of this stuff myself. You turn the thing on. I know they're going to go live. I'm going to end this thing in just a minute anyway. I'll go a few more minutes and then, get going. I got other things I got to do too. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. I got the notification. But, it's like we're stuck in a loop here. And it's a continuous loop. And it's just round and round she goes. Where she stops, you would say nobody knows? No, it's never going to stop. It just keeps going and going. It's the Energizer battery bunny with the drums and the sunglasses. It keeps going and going and going. All of the stuff is very predictable, abso-freaking-lutely. And is it calculated? Yeah, I would say it is. And, same people have been going at it for years and years. But, and yes, they do pick who their locales are going to be. It's just what they do. So anyway, there it is. That's so fun. I'll go another minute or two. I'm gonna be jumping off of here anyway and doing some other stuff myself. So, but it's like, come on, people, let's get real here. You're not tough if you pop and block everybody on any platform. I don't care what it is. If you're going to act like you're all that in a bag of chips, right? No, you're not. A guy like Harry Balls, for instance, that comes from the mass hole side of YouTube, and decided to mingle and entwine himself into the drama here, like many of them have. Well, I'm just gonna get timed out over there anyway, so I'm in no rush to go over there. Just saying. So anyway, it's like, geez, where's I going with that? No, you're not tough. I'm not gonna sit here and say I can kick everyone's ass and take names. No, but Harry Ball's over there. It's like when we got up on panel that one time. We've done it a couple times, and the guy is telling, it was Lisa B, telling the host to drop me, or it was either her or Polly Crispies. I think both those we've gotten on, and I think it was in Lisa B's. You could be correct on that, but no, I did get timed out last night. There was a quote unquote courtesy timeout that the Tonic guy had, thrown out there. So I was, whatever the hell a courtesy timeout is, that's what started happening to me towards the end of it. So anyway, I didn't catch him saying don't time me out before that. If he said, then that's great. But then they did their quote unquote courtesy timeout, and then I was just, done for quite a long time. Yeah, a lot of people can't. He's an acquired taste for some, or perhaps many. But, there's a time where people couldn't stand me because they didn't even know me. They didn't even bother to get a chance to know me at all. I was blocked off of all the channels that people are talking mad shit about me for hours and days and weeks and months and years on end. So there's that too. But I'm just saying, geez. Talk smack about somebody and then shadow box them off your channel. That is a word, actually. It's a political term. I did look it up, but it could apply here. Sure, it could. It was Zach the Ripper. But anyways, I'm just going like, dude, you're not tough. First of all, you're not tough if you tell the host to drop the person that you're debating in the basement so you can sit there and run your mouth for 5, 10, 5 hours. That does not make you a hardcore, drama troll or, just badass, if that's what you're going to portray yourself as out here, some kind of a big shot like that. No, you're not. So no, I'm fine. I'm fine. So I'm tired. I'll tell you that. Tired. But that's, when am I not tired? I'm tired of a lot of this. I'll tell you that. I am. So anyways, I'll go a couple more minutes here and then, and I'll cut it. But like I said, I appreciate y'all showing up. But that would be something for a guy like Rebel to think about. You're getting on here and you're calling out everyone for everything you've done times 5 or 15. And he had been complaining about being iced out, but the funny thing is he can go on any of these people's channels and he'll never get timed out even one time. Not even once. So there's that. And they can get up on their panel freely too. No problem there. You weren't exactly blocked off of any channels that I ever recall, except for, well, there might be maybe one or two. But as far as like the blunted them, no. I love Astro. Interesting channel. How you doing? I can't exactly click the channel link right now, see if you're, if you're who you are, but here, I'll make you blue for the time being. So they can click everyone else and, sub them. We'll go a couple more minutes and then we'll end it. So let's see here. That's all I really wanted to say. Sure. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that a guy like, Rebel's all alone in this, but the way I've been watching him, he's painting himself as like he's this saint out here who's done no wrong, and yeah, you have, and yeah, you've admitted it, and you lash out at these guys, they're gonna lash out back. You poke the bear comes charging at you up a tree. Don't poke the bear. That's it, right? Don't poke the bear. But sometimes it's fun to poke the bear. Hey, how you doing, Sugar Crits? What's going on? Yeah, I could use some. You could use a nice hot cup of Joe. So, anyways, tomorrow, yeah, I do for a few hours. I do. Willie was in there. Yeah, I don't know if he's here now or not because shit show's kicking it. So I'm gonna go about 30 minutes here and then we'll cut it. Because this is only like this isn't a panel. I can't even do a panel with this, Now there is a way to share. You can start a mobile live stream or YouTube mobile direct or live direct, and have one other panelist on here with you. Did you guys know that? And there it was this guy Vern Vision that actually explained it to me. And before you kick it, there's a little thing, a slider you turn on, and then from there. You can bring your guest up. I don't know. I've never done it. So that would be interesting to try. But it's not like you can have multiple ones. I guess it's just so like if you're doing a podcast with, you're bringing on someone to interview, this kind of thing. So that's interesting. It's interesting. So yeah, it's been storming out. A lot of the country's been kind of coping with that. Thunderstorm activity and whatnot. Tornadoes and stuff. Hail and whatever. So hold on to your butts. And keep your eye in the sky. Yes, I do know it is live. That's good to know. Thanks for the advertising. I think everybody in Discord knows. So there you go. But I mean, who's not a broken record out here? No, I'm just calling it like it is. I am. So, I say if you're someone that's, all about transparent. Is there any transparency? Do you guys? Most of the people I've talked to out here say no. There's no transparency at all. I would second that. I agree with that. There isn't any transparency. It doesn't really exist. Maybe in the minds of many, but in reality, sets in. Then no, there is none. There is none. And people are arbiters of receipts and. Everything else. So it's like, no, I'm sorry. Just because someone says something out here doesn't make it true. I've been very, one of the things I threw out there was, A projection isn't proof of anything. It is not. It is absolutely not. So there you guys go. And I've hit the 30-minute mark. Woohoo! So I'm gonna end this thing. And thank you all for showing up. And see what kind of trouble you can get into out there, right? These days. For sure, for sure. Well, at least on my own channel here, I don't gotta worry about getting popped and all that in the chat. That's nice to know. I mean, after 2.5 years of getting timed out by people who are obviously easily amused, what can I say? I mean, I don't know. I mean, could you give these guys a cardboard cutout TV set? You remember, playing TV as a kid? And, would that, like, is that something that they could entertain themselves with for years or, on end or whatever? I mean, probably could easily, very, very easily amused. If timing somebody out in the chat over and over again, because it makes you feel, it gives you some kind of sense or power of authority. Yeah, that one from South Park. Then I would say, more power to you. More power to you, I guess. I mean, I would get bored of it after a while, but I guess because they don't really get a chance to use their wrenches on anyone that much per se. And then here comes Honest Abe, and it's like a it's like a smorgasbord with these guys, and they all just are dodgeball. That's the best analogy I could possibly think of. It's like dodgeball. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, y'all have fun out there, okay? Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. And y'all come back now, yeah?